You look like a wreck today, as if you just walked out of a battle.
It was indeed a life or death battle between me and my alarm clock.
So, who won?
The clock won the first round at 6 o'clock, but I made a successful comeback at 8:15.
In short, you overslept, right?
Not at all. I call it rebooting the system to optimize productivity.
Stop using those fancy terms to make excuses.
You always ruin my optimism.
So, how did you make it to school on time?
By running for my life, of course.
Going for a jog?
No, running from the fear of being late. My speed at that moment was breakneck.
I highly doubt your speed.
Seriously, I even overtook a cyclist.
Is that really true?
Fine, they were walking their bike because of a broken chain.
That sounds much more convincing.
By the way, do you know what the scariest thing in the morning is?
Running out of coffee?
Not quite.
Phone battery dead?
Also scary, but still not the absolute worst.
Then what is it?
Accidentally opening the front camera the moment you wake up.
Haha, oh my god, that is spot on.
Every time that happens, I jump and ask myself, what wild beast is inside my phone?
I had it worse. Once, I opened the front camera and got so startled that I dropped the phone right onto my face.
Because you thought a stranger broke in?
Exactly. Who would have thought that stranger was actually me?
Life indeed isn't easy for sleeping beauties like us.
I think that only applies to beautiful people. As for us,
So I stand no chance?
at least you have self-confidence.
It's the only thing that's free, so I make the most of it.
Speaking of which, how is your daily routine lately? Has it improved at all?
Extremely disciplined and scientific.
Tell me about it.
I stay up late at night.
And then?
I wake up exhausted in the morning.
Next?
I promise myself I'll go to bed early tonight.
And the result?
I repeat the first step.
That's not a scientific schedule, that's just an endless loop of laziness.
I call it a closed cycle with no loopholes. What about you?
I'm trying to build a healthy lifestyle. I just downloaded a step counter app.
That sounds quite positive.
Positive? Not at all. It just pressures me. Every night, it sends a cold notification.
What does it say?
You only walked 1,200 steps today, while the minimum goal is 10,000 steps. Looking at that notification makes me feel like a total sloth.
So did you get up and walk to make up for it?
No, I chose a more drastic solution.
Which is?
I turned off the app's notifications. Out of sight, out of mind.
What a breakthrough move. I apply that same philosophy to my homework.
And how did that turn out?
The teacher didn't seem very at peace with my philosophy of life.
Well, of course.
Lately, I've also upgraded myself by practicing cooking.
Cooking? Is your kitchen still intact?
Still has all four walls. I had a phenomenal success with my signature dish.
What dish are you so confident about?
Upgraded instant noodles. I added an egg and an artfully sliced sausage. At that moment, I felt like I was running a 5-star restaurant.
That restaurant probably serves only one dish and has you as its sole customer, right?
Don't sweat the details. Do you cook often?
I do. My cooking is actually pretty decent. My specialty is fried rice. But last week, I got a bit too confident.
What happened then?
I watched a tutorial by a famous online chef. In the video, the dish looked like a work of art, but my final product looked like an explosion site.
Haha, did you take a picture for memory's sake?
I did. I sent it to our group chat, and my best friends asked if they should call the fire department.
High-quality friends indeed, always caring about your safety.
So sincere it hurts. But thinking back, I feel like my memory has been acting up lately.
Just like me the other day, spending an hour tearing the house apart looking for my glasses.
And where did you find them in the end?
They were sitting right on top of my head the whole time. To make matters worse, I even dragged my 2 younger siblings into searching with me.
How did they react?
They didn't say anything, just stood there laughing for 5 minutes straight.
If I were them, I'd laugh like that too.
Thank you for your deep empathy.
That's not all. Yesterday, I did something much stupider. I went down to the kitchen to get a drink of water.
And then?
Once I got there, I suddenly forgot what I went down for, so I went back up to my room.
That's normal. Happens to me all the time.
But as soon as I got to my room, I remembered and hurried back down to the kitchen.
Did you get to drink the water this time?
Still no. Once I got down, I forgot again. In the end, I had to write a sticky note. Get water to finally solve the issue.
Our minds aren't old yet, but our storage is already full. Maybe in a few decades, we'll be sitting like this, and I'll ask you what you're drinking while the glass is right in front of you.
And I'll reply, I'm wondering about that myself.
Haha, that sounds about right.
But thinking about it, it's those silly moments that make our lives less boring.
Exactly. If every day were perfect and precise, life would be too dull.
The times we oversleep, the failed dishes, or the moments we forget.
Will all become funny stories for us to look back on and retell.
And to laugh together, too.
Especially laughing at each other's faces when we do something stupid.
Hey! We should laugh at ourselves.
I still prefer the first option.
I knew it. But admittedly, ordinary days like these are truly worth treasuring.
Because they contain small joys and friends who are willing to sit and listen to us ramble.
That's exactly it.
Speaking of stupid things, that reminds me of this week's math test.
The most painful topic has finally come up.
Not too painful yet.
Why? Did you get an unexpectedly high score?
Because I don't know my score yet. They call this the calm before the storm.
So, you're just enjoying a brief moment of temporary happiness.
Exactly. To be honest, the test wasn't that hard.
Well, that's great then.
But unfortunately, my brain decided to go on strike the moment the test was handed out.
What do you mean?
I looked at the questions, read each word carefully, and understood every single word. But when they were put together in a sentence,
Then what?
it turned into alien code. I stared at the test long enough to start contemplating the meaning of existence.
You contemplated life in the middle of a math exam?
I wondered if humanity really needs integrals to be happy. The teacher would have been so touched if they knew.
The teacher would have touched you with a big, round zero.
What about you? I heard you had a presentation this week.
Oh, it was a roller coaster of emotions. I was already shaking before stepping up to the podium.
Did you stop shaking once you started?
No, once I got up there, I shook twice as much.
Haha. Then what did you prepare all week for?
I practiced in front of the mirror and timed it like a pro. But the moment I stood before the class, my brain immediately went on vacation.
It must have gone on holiday with my brain during the math test.
I stood there frozen for a few seconds. I didn't understand the slides. My classmates were scrolling through their phones and the teacher looked dead serious.
So what force saved you?
The survival instinct of someone terrified of failing. I started rambling nonstop, saying anything remotely related to the topic.
Did it turn out okay?
At least I finished the presentation on time. Honestly, the two of us live solely on hope.
This week, I also discovered that I have two different personalities.
Sounds thrilling, do tell.
The first personality appears when getting the assignment, full of determination, sketching out a perfect plan. The second appears 2 hours before the deadline, panicking, crying, and begging for help.
Me too. Maybe we should let our determined versions meet up sometime.
Better not. If those two meet, they'll definitely end up hanging out instead of studying.
By the way, have you noticed how assignments always tend to pile up all at once?
I have a theory. The teachers definitely have a secret group chat.
To coordinate and assign homework on the same day?
Exactly. Like, I'll assign homework today, you guys do the same to give them a surprise.
That's a terrifying conspiracy theory. Too bad you don't have any proof.
I might not have proof, but the physical experience is all too real.
This week, looking at my to-do list made me feel depressed. It was so long my thumb got tired from scrolling.
How did you deal with it?
I spent 10 whole minutes just staring at it.
To make a detailed plan?
No, to accept my fate.
Haha, very practical.
After that, I went to make a drink, turned on my computer.
And studied.
No, I searched for a tutorial. How to study effectively without procrastinating.
Procrastinating with class. Did you learn anything from it?
The video concluded. To study effectively, the first thing you must do is start studying. I shut down my computer and went straight to sleep.
That knowledge is truly revolutionary. For me, I have a habit of cleaning my desk before studying for exams.
Being organized is good.
I wiped the desk, sparkling clean, arranged my pens by color tone, aligned the bookshelf perfectly, and put up artistic sticky notes.
And then you studied.
By the time I finished, it was already 11 p.m. I was too tired, so I went to bed. I call it preparing the perfect study environment.
A beautiful environment, only missing the actual studying.
Which subject gave you the biggest headache this week?
History. Too many milestones and dates. I read for an hour, remembered it for 3 minutes, and then the data evaporated without a trace, as if it never existed.
I had nightmares about geography. I remember the names of places perfectly, but I have absolutely no idea where they are on the map.
Then what's the point of studying geography?
That's why I invited my friends to study together. But study groups are a total scam.
Why? Not effective?
We agreed to study at 7 p.m. By 7:10, we were talking about a new movie. At 7:30, we switched to food. At 8, we planned our summer trip.
And the studying?
It made a brief appearance at 9 p.m. After studying for exactly 5 minutes, the group decided to take a break because we had overworked ourselves.
But you have to admit, studying that way is really fun.
That is nothing compared to the time I studied the wrong chapter.
What? You studied the wrong chapter?
Don't bring up my pain. That day, I studied super hard, took neat notes, and walked into class ready to shine.
And the teacher announced a test on a different chapter?
Yes, only then did I understand what it feels like to be completely shattered.
Haha, I'm sorry, but this is so funny.
The whole class burst out laughing while I cried silently on the inside.
It's strange. When studying, we complain nonstop.
But looking back,
We'll miss those bittersweet moments.
missing the times we rushed deadlines, the mindless study groups.
Perhaps those are the most memorable memories of our school days.
Anyway, this stormy week is almost over.
And a new week full of homework is about to start tomorrow.
You just crushed my brief moment of happiness.
I'm reminding you to face reality, haha.
After all the study stress, I think our brains deserve to completely unwind.
Agreed. Chatting about random things is your strong suit after all.
Thank you for acknowledging my natural talent.
I'm not sure if that was a compliment.
Compliment or insult, I'll take it. By the way, have you cracked the mystery of why we forget what we were doing the moment we walk into the kitchen?
Are you still obsessed with that water fetching thing from earlier?
This is truly one of humanity's unsolved mysteries.
I think the brain was trying to reload data, but the network was congested, so it forgot to save the file.
A very tech-savvy explanation. What about the phenomenon where, just as you close your eyes to sleep, your brain remembers everything you haven't done?
Oh God, that's called the brain's midnight summit.
Exactly. You remember nothing all day, but the moment your back hits the bed, your brain holds an emergency meeting.
It will proudly announce, "Hello, here is a list of 47 important things you forgot today."
Along with bringing up a stupid thing you did 5 years ago just to make you feel embarrassed.
Haha. Do you then sit up?
Of course, sitting up like a boss, staring at the ceiling and questioning my life choices all night.
I've been there. Some memories appear unannounced and always choose the worst time to resurface.
I wonder about another thing. Why is it that when we desperately look for an important item, it vanishes without a trace?
But when we no longer need it, it casually appears everywhere.
Just like my pens. When I need to take notes, I can't find them anywhere. A week later, 3 identical pens suddenly show up right on the desk.
Maybe they reproduce asexually in the dark.
I also suspect the stationery world has magic. Especially socks. One of them always mysteriously vanishes after laundry.
There must be a cosmic black hole that sucks in socks, plastic container lids, and phone chargers.
And earbuds, too. Yesterday, I spent over 20 minutes tearing the house apart looking for my earbuds. Guess where they were?
In the pocket of the jacket you were wearing, right?
How did you know?
Because we are both geniuses at making things hard for ourselves.
But that's still not as embarrassing as my story this afternoon. I saw someone waving in my direction, so I enthusiastically waved back.
Only to realize they were waving at the person behind you?
Exactly. Those 2 seconds felt like 2 centuries.
How did you cover it up?
I pretended to reach up and run my hand through my hair, even though my hair is cropped close to my scalp.
Haha, that cover-up was an absolute disaster.
Have you had any embarrassing moments like that lately?
I have. The other day, I went to a cafe and saw "pull" written in big letters on the glass door, but I still used all my might to push it.
And the door didn't budge?
It didn't stop there. I thought the door was jammed, so I pushed even harder. Only when I looked up and saw everyone inside staring in pity did I finally read the sign.
At that moment, you wished the ground would swallow you up, right?
Totally. Those moments keep us humble and grounded.
Hey, do you ever talk to yourself?
All the time. I even debate with myself.
Who wins?
It's a draw, but the debate is incredibly tense and dramatic.
I also ask and answer my own questions. Where did I put my keys? Or why did I walk into this room?
And then you remember the moment you walk out, right?
The brain is truly a friend who loves playing hide and seek with its owner.
If you could choose a superpower right now, what would it be? I'll go first. I want to get 8 hours of sleep in 2 minutes.
A highly practical and humane dream. As for me, I want the power to know exactly where my belongings are.
You don't want to fly or be invisible?
No, flying is useless if you can't find your house keys to leave. My priorities in life are very clear.
Honestly, as adults, we do some really brainless things. Have you ever used your phone's flashlight to look for your phone?
I swear, last week I was shining the light under my bed while mumbling, "Where on earth is my phone?"
Ha ha! Oh my god, that is peak foolishness.
It wasn't my proudest day, but definitely the most memorable.
But thinking back, life is interesting thanks to small, silly things like that.
Exactly, the slips of the tongue, the silly acts, and endless conversations with no head or tail like this.
We've talked about everything from oversleeping and math tests to missing socks.
A journey spanning from reality to the supernatural. But I love these chit-chats.
Me too. No need for grand topics, just laughing at each other's silliness.
Looking back later, we probably won't remember any math or geography formulas.
But we'll definitely remember times we laughed until our stomachs hurt like today.
That's right.
Oh, shoot!
What is it?
Your coffee has gone ice cold.
Oh no, I was so caught up in talking that I forgot to drink it.
At least you didn't forget where the coffee cup was. That's already a proud achievement for the day.
Thanks for the compliment. Come on, let's toast to a chaotic but laughter-filled week.
And to more mindless stories next week, absolutely.
Will we meet here again next week?
Of course, who knows, maybe we'll have a few more silly stories to tell by then.
With the two of us, that's 100% guarantee.